This is gonna be a short video because I only got 5% on my phone and it's plugged in, but usually it dies pretty quickly if I'm using it and it's charging, so it won't take too long. But I wanted to talk for a bit about this wall that is in my head that blocks me from moving along in my life. I have this wall that it makes seem a lot more difficult to deal with than it actually is, to be honest, because really, like, it's mostly a wall of emotion, it's like, it's mental, it's not really, there's not really, like, anything physical in my way that's stopping me other than myself. And I'm not sure exactly all why that is. I think I have an idea as far as what it might partially be, what some of it is. Some of it is, I know for sure. Basically my fear of living in the spotlight, of having a life where I'm like never left alone. I have no peace, no solitude. Like there's never, unless I go and like seclude myself completely, which is what most celebrities end up doing in the end, to deal with that aspect of their lives when they're wanting solitude, when they're wanting peace and they can't get away. That's one thing. And the reason why it's like that, mostly, like why that's a fear at this point in my life, is because I'm not really sure entirely, actually, to be honest, but part of it is because I'm not at a place of social stability, like where I want to be, where I used to be. I'm at a very new place in my life that I've never been at emotionally, and I don't know, I just don't know what to expect, I guess, and how it will play out, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling of not knowing how it's gonna be, like dealing with that much emotion and that much, energy, pretty much, because it's a lot. Also, another big reason, to be honest, is I kind of have this vision, I guess, this idea of, once me and Marco are rich and well off and whatnot, more out there, more social, that he's gonna eventually find somebody else and fall in love with somebody else and leave me. And to be honest, like, that hurts me more for Tina than anybody else. Like, not that I don't, it wouldn't hurt me at all. It would, but I'll be able to deal with it. But it's Athena that I'm more concerned about, because we're not gonna obviously be living together anymore at that point. Um, so she'll have to, pick where she wants to sleep, basically. And the thought of, like, my baby not being happy in her everyday life, it makes me very depressed, like, really sad. Like, even though, you know her dad, I clash with him a lot, and we have our problems or whatever. Even if he was like Satan himself, I would still deal with him, just if it made my daughter happy, if it made my baby happy, because she really loves him. And I couldn't bear to see her, like, longing for something that she could have if it were only, for my emotions not getting in the way. Like, not that it's wrong, or I'm saying, I'm not advocating for women to stay with men that they don't, feel for, they don't love, or they hate or fight with a lot, whatever. I'm not advocating anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I know it's hard for the kids, it's really hard for them. And I feel that, like, in my daughter. I feel it in her whenever she's down about stuff. And especially like that really, her dad, she's only born because, she wanted to come and save him. That was her soul's mission, to come and get him to change his ways, so he could be back on the path that he was meant to be on. So another reason, a block, a wall, whatever you want to call it, is um the likely violence and threats and all of that negativity that's going to come along my way for going along that path that I'm meant to go on. Yeah, it's not something I'm looking forward to. So, I'd like to be more mentally prepared, I guess, emotionally for sure, strong to deal with all of that, because I have a very short temper, and I can be impulsive at times when I get angry. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm trying to zoom in, but that's my impulsivity right there. And that was because I went a long time without doing something like that. Something that lasts forever till I fix it. And I don't, you know, want to be reacting like that to every single threat or person that comes along my way trying to intimidate me. I want to be able to get to the level where I could distinguish what's real and what's empty and just leave the empty ones in the garbage where they belong, or and attend real actual threads, attend to actual real threads, and just not you know pay attention to the ones that I know are just trying to get a rise out of me, because that's all their goal is. So by reacting and threatening back and being violent and aggressive back, all I'm doing is giving them what they want. So I can't be doing that. But if somebody is gonna come and try to fucking actually get violent with me or aggressive towards me or my family, like, I want to also be prepared, like, to have things at the ready to deal with that kind of stuff too. And I'm not there yet either. So that's another wall. It's kind of more of a physical one in a sense. But yeah, there's other things too, just kind of a bit of resentment within myself that I feel towards the world, pretty much. And why I feel like, why should I have to do this? Why should it be me? Why can't it be somebody else? But then I just think, like, it has to be me. It has to be somebody, because if not, then we're all just fucking leaving our children and their children to die and be fed to the fucking wolves. Are you gonna do that? I'm not. I'm not. Like, no. No. I'm not okay with it. And I don't understand how people could be okay with it. Like, I really don't. I understand the fear of not wanting to go and address it or deal with it. Of course, I'm understanding it every day more and more. But to just be okay with it, and, like, to just put your, like, little visor and tunnel vision on just so you could, like, find space to laugh and genuinely smile. No. Fuck that. Fuck. It's 4:52 in the morning on Monday, May 3rd. Holy shit, it's May already. God damn. Wow. I need to get to work.